You ready for the show?
Let's do it, man. I'm ready.
Pedrito, you ready?
Are we ready?
Wait.
Like, whoa, did you hear that?
Yeah, where's Josh?
Whoa. I thought he was coming with us.
Did you tell him the front door?
Yeah. Man, I forgot to text him.
You hear that?
I didn't text him though.
You didn't text him?
No.
So where's he at?
I don't know. Check over there.
Oh.
Whoa.
What?
You open the door.
Thank you. What did you do? Like I said, that was a bathroom. What you doing, bro? Wait, you wash your hands?
Oh no. What's up, man? There you go. Oh my God.
Bro,
hey, have a seat. Welcome. Whoa, it's okay.
I don't know what's going on in the studio.
I don't know.
Did y'all just come out of that?
Well, I was there. I normally spend a few days in there. Yeah, after
So am I the only one that came to the right door?
Oh, I don't know. You came through that door?
No, I came from the back one.
Oh, so that's not the right one.
Always expected that you lived here. I think that confirms it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I don't want to say it that way, but like, here and there I have to.
I don't know what's happening, but this show just got really weird.
No, it got weird. It got weird. I mean, it was dark in there, bro. I was waiting for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I came on time.
That's good, though. Finally.
Fine. It was raining, bro.
I mean, it was raining too. I know. Like I was in the ceiling.
You were under shelter.
I mean, it's not much of a shelter.
I mean, was the AC on?
No.
It's hot up there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And there's no
That's the AC.
It literally, it always happened. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. We have to do an episode and just like do vigilia and pray. Because we moved to this studio. We moved to this studio, and let me tell you, since we got here, there's always something weird.
Right. But it is on church premises. I just want you guys to know. So, yeah, I don't know what that means.
It could be the ghost.
Oh.
Ghost.
The Holy
There's Holy Ghost. Oh, man.
Okay.
No. So, mi gente, thank you one more time for tuning in. My name is Geo.
And this is your brother Joey.
Y estamos
Relajando.
en serio.
Seriously Joking podcast coming to you today.
Yes, sir.
On
Through?
this day.
I don't know. I just
Through
said
what?
through what? I don't know.
Through the lens.
It's just like I've been learning how to like talk and have the podcast and stuff like that, like and having a sponsor. Because that, like normally like you see on the shows and YouTube channels, they're like, oh, this show is being brought to you by, thanks to China, la la la, we can actually, there you
we
go.
got some today, bro.
So today's is brought, this show is brought from what?
Ferments. Right.
So,
sauce.
Thank you to Ferments.
Right.
Because thanks to you, we are able to do this show.
Right. And I just want you to know, Ferments has the sauce.
Dude, there you go. Who can do this better than him?
Ferments.
Yeah. That's what we now sponsor.
Right.
Did y'all hear the jingle though?
No. You know that jingle?
Yeah, it's like Ferments has the sauce. Yeah, and then at the end, yeah.
Ferments has the sauce. Okay.
It was there though. Like,
It's catchy too.
you put it in church.
Ferments has the sauce. And then it's supposed to disappear,
Oh, that's good. But like, forget about fermented sauce.
Yeah.
They don't
fermented sauce?
What fermented sauce? That's probably what it is.
Probably was the expiration date.
I don't know, but like, hey, let's forget about that. Let's forget about the fermented sauce.
Where'd you get this from?
Let's forget about the fermented sauce.
Okay.
And let's talk about the real sauce.
The real sauce.
The reason why we're here today.
Let's do a little zoom in right here.
Let's see.
This is the moment.
What?
This is the moment.
Well, I thought you were like calling it like, to make it like come to you.
No, I mean, there's already weird stuff happening here. I don't need to try.
Okay. So, whoa. So, mi gente, only today, we have a special offer. If you buy 5 books, you get a signature for free.
I thought you were gonna say if you buy 5 books, you get the 6th one at the same cost.
No.
Because it's not our book.
No, but this is the reason why we're here for it. We're here today because of this book. And because of that man right there.
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead and give it up to our friend, brother.
The one.
I don't know, cousin, father.
Probably down the line.
Yeah. Joshua McCain.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
There you go.
Thank you for having
Well,
me.
we cannot clap, wait.
All right. Oh, no, we got Pedrito.
Oh, we have a leader. There you go. What's the thing that you always say that like, Lisa show that
This show was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
There you go.
Hey, you're right.
There you go. Welcome, man. Welcome to Relajan City, bro.
Thank you. I feel welcome.
So this is Josh's second time on the show, actually.
Yeah, second time on the show
The
on
first
camera.
time on camera. The
Yeah.
first time on the show, we had you via phone call. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. Oh, well, so then yes.
Yeah.
That was almost like in our beginnings.
Yes, very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Or the show was terrible.
That's when you got that copyright strike for playing my music because I guess I didn't set permissions or something.
You probably didn't sign the paper, like, and we almost got in trouble.
We had like 20 views in 30 minutes, and then it's like, what happens to
And
views?
then we have police like helicopters on like a location and stuff like that. Like, oh man, we know him. I swear, we know him.
Right. I'm playing for him, I promise.
You see that song? Yeah, that was me.
That's me playing the song.
Oh,
the credits.
No. But like, welcome, man. How's it feel to be here for second time on camera? I would say like overall fourth time with us in Relajando.
Feels amazing. I'll be honest. I know y'all are knee deep into it, so you don't get to see so much all the different changes in your setup and flow and stuff. But I feel like every time I'm here, y'all just keep going up levels and levels and levels. So I feel so professional right now. I got all these cameras looking at me and lights in my face, and there's Pedro back there working his magic, and they got switchboards and everything else. And
There you go. Yeah, that's Pedrito. Yeah.
None of these cables mean anything.
That's why we're only looking at one of those cameras.
Yeah, no, just look at one. It's just pretend. Everything else is just pretend.
I was wondering why the light wasn't on that one.
Oh, there's a light on it?
Hey, bro, can you check that?
Oh no, man. Oh,
That ain't even a camera.
that's hilarious, bro. Yeah, I'm like concerned now. Like I'm like, I don't know. We got lights because that one doesn't have a light.
Don't think of our phones.
Well,
this is
I guess we're gonna have to go back
Why
against
free?
like
Why
the beginnings. Like, man. No,
Oh.
man, like but so the first time that we meet up, obviously on we were driving. It was Coffee with a Celebrity. If you guys haven't seen that show, it's right here. Go. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right there. Coffee with a Celebrity. This man right here. And today we have you here because of this. Not only you have written songs, but now you wrote a book. Man,
Yes.
that you know what I'm saying? Like this is crazy, bro.
Right.
We know this guy from like I don't know how long, and literally like today we sit in the same room in front of a celebrity.
Right next to an author.
Like that's insane, bro.
I'm gonna have y'all look up the definition of celebrity.
We have all definitions.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you've seen the show.
When I saw celebrity, I always thought that they made a certain amount of money, so I don't think I'm there yet.
But this is our show, and we call it however we
That's what
want.
Hollywood doesn't tell you.
Yeah, this is our show. We call it however we want.
Right.
And actually, that was one of the questions that I wanted to ask you. So now you're on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a worship leader. You know, you've been on different stages, seen with a lot of people, like well-known people, and now you have a book. You travel the world, you know, signing books and stuff like that, and talking about your book, being on TV, national TV, and things like that. And now you're with us. And I know about celebrities. You know, there's always this unique thing. Do you paint your your toenails?
You want to show you?
I mean, that's fine. You know, if it's fine with you, it's fine with me. I'm pretty sure they're not. They don't care.
No, y'all gotta pay for that.
Okay, so that's for the Patreon. So yeah, I know. Like if you want to see that part, you know, we're gonna link the Patreon.
I gotta fund the ministry somehow.
No, I'm just kidding. Because you know, like normally celebrities, they get away with everything. Right. You know, they can do whatever they want, and nobody says anything.
Sure.
You know, so I didn't know.
I think people say things like.
I mean, well, yeah, but like I don't know if he's on that level.
He is, of course, he's on.
You know, they can show up on Wednesday, like or Sunday morning, like with his nails painted like red and play guitar, and the pastor.
This guy's like the Chuck Norris of worship, man. This guy, he shows up and the song sings because he showed up. Like it's just the speakers just.
As he comes out, like the song like start playing by itself. The guitar by itself starts strumming.
Tunes itself.
Oh no, man! It's great to have you here, man.
It's good to be here.
Go ahead and give us an introduction about your book.
All right, so I wrote a book called Have Not Failed, Trusting God Through the Battle. And I wrote this book to encourage those that are going through a difficult time. In this book, I share my personal story. At least I start out sharing my personal story about how I battled with asthma for so many years and just how God taught me so much throughout those years. And long story short, through those battles that I faced, through that major battle that I faced, God taught me how to trust him. He confirmed and he showed me that he had a plan for my life in spite of my physical disabilities and things of that sort. So I wrote this book to encourage those who are, especially if you're sick, you're going to get the most out of this book, or you know somebody who has any sort of infirmity or disability or, you know, sickness of that sort. This book is really to encourage them the most, but honestly is for everybody because they teach you important things I believe people need to know. Because if you're not, I don't want to say this to sound bad, but you know, if you're not dealing with anything now, at some point in the future, you may be dealing with something, and this book will encourage you through it.
Man, that's amazing, bro.
Awesome.
That's pretty
awesome.
good. Are you dealing with anything?
Yeah, I'm sick.
You sick?
Sick of you.
Maybe that book might.
I got a copy.
Maybe.
No. No, I mean, if as a kid, you know, we all have struggles.
Oh yeah.
And one of the most impactful things is I started reading the book. And you talk about it, right? Is while you're a kid and you recount these stories of how field day and whatnot. And as I said on the other show, I can relate, you know, to some of that stuff in the sense of, you know, when you're a kid, you look forward to those moments, right? And you talk about how you had those moments, but then there was disappointments. Right. And one thing that stood out to me was throughout your story and just knowing you know, on a personal basis, on a personal level, there's a level of optimism to you that's always there, despite what's going on, despite the struggles and stuff like that. And so I can kind of get from the book and get from your writing that level of optimism, even through some of the things you quote, some of the things you say. Yeah. And so in that sickness and in those things, what's your perspective? You know, how have you taken that? How have you perceived that and walked through those trying times of your health and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, you said the level of optimism is something that I feel like I've always had, but it's only because of what I've dealt with in my life, the past, you know, the sickness that I dealt with. And but the level of optimism I have is because I know that God is with me. In everything that I face, in my lowest moments, he's there. In my highest moments, he's there as well. So like the way I look at life in general, one, you know, when you're on your deathbed, like you're actually on your deathbed, it really makes you rethink your life. And I was really young. I was, you know, just about to go into the 4th grade. And I shared that story actually in chapter 1 there, where I was on my deathbed and, you know, I didn't know God like that. I grew up in church, but, you know, I wasn't like a super Christian or anything. But it really did make me rethink my entire life and what's important. And the reason why I'm so optimistic all the time is one, God's in control. He's there with me. Even if I don't see him, he's still there with me. He's teaching, he's showing me something. He's there in the middle of it. But two, let's say I do pass away, I get to be in the presence of God forever. Like I know where my final resting place is. So I feel like in everything that I do, I live it knowing that basically that it's already like God's already won. It's already taken care of. You know, all the things I think I should be worried about, I don't need to be worried about because I know God is there and he's in the middle of it. So the question you asked was how in my childhood, how that reform that question one more time.
So yeah, how that level of optimism kind of helped you write the book? That you carried since a child. Obviously, you can see from chapter 1. So how did that help you out?
So it helped me because I'm older now, and I went through those difficult times. And the beautiful thing about being older, they say what hindsight is, 2020, a beautiful thing. Like I can see that I didn't need to be worried in the first place. Like I didn't need to be scared. I didn't need all of those. Those are normal, natural emotions, and I talk about that a lot in the book too. Even being angry with God and upset with God because of how He wasn't healing me when I thought He should, and things of that sort. But I talk about those things. But the level of confidence that I have now is that, and I know I already said this, is that God is there and He's always with me. I'll be completely honest. My mind went blank there for a
You're good, man.
And I just rambled on.
This is unscripted.
I heard a noise. I'm for y'all. There's just noises happening here. That noise was very concerning.
There was a boom.
And my mind just went, should I be concerned right now? I'm like,
no, thank God we have multiple cameras, because when you were actually talking, we look at each other and we were just like, okay, what was that? So they didn't saw our face expressions, but he's there.
We gotta put it on the screen.
Yeah, he's like, bro, for real. I'm telling you, man, it's something about this place. He always happen.
Yeah.
He's I'm telling you, every time that we come here since we start using this place, something happened. Obviously nothing scary or spiritual or anything like that.
Yeah.
Only today. Only today it was weird. But one time we on that side of the studio, we facing we have a window in front of us, and out of nowhere, just a light shines in our face. And I'm like, well, the cops show up or something like that. There's a helicopter or something. I don't know. It was scary though, out of nowhere. And we're talking about something creepy too.
Yeah.
We were talking about I don't know. And then the other time, look, he's looking around. Then the other time we're talking, we're facing also too the opposite way. And his wife, at that time, we didn't know where your wife was. She showed up.
Where's my wife?
But the only thing I can see is, because she knew we were recording.
Yeah.
But she went so fast from one side to the other one. And all I see is this. And then the corner of my eye.
So
and I'm goes, bro, I was oh no, man. That's it. It's over. That's it. What was going to happen? And then now, but this one, it was weird though.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so,
I'll remember what I was going to say now. All right.
You see?
That's my apologies, everyone. But if I could go back in time, if there was such thing as a time machine, I would go back in time to my younger self when I was having asthma attacks and just really struggling in those hard moments. And I would literally walk up to myself, put my hand on my shoulder, and tell my younger self it's going to be okay. Because in all truth, the reality is it was going to be okay. Because God is with me and He has a plan for my life. I just had to go through it first. I had to go through those difficult times.
Yeah.
That way I would have some sort of, I call it a well, a deep well that you would draw your anointing from.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to get that, you have to go through something first.
Oh yeah. Man, that's beautiful. You want to talk to us a little bit about the process of writing a book, where you went, how that happened, the entire process, how long it took. Can you go ahead and talk to us about a little bit about that?
Yes, this book would not have been possible, one, without obviously God and the Holy Spirit just allowing the words to flow and things of that sort. But it would not have been possible without my brother Timothy McCain, who is the owner of TMM Publishing. You can find that on tmmpublishing.com. But he is the one who really coached me through this. He, every single step, he took me out for my birthday for a birthday dinner. And he asked me in the truck, he's like, hey, you should write a book. And then I was like, yeah, and then just kind of writing it off. And he's like, if you wrote a book, what would it be about? And then I just started just spewing out of my mouth. Basically, I was like, I would write it about my childhood and about, somebody who's sick. And just, I wanted to encourage them that it's going to be okay. Because that's what I needed when I was that age. I didn't know, I had to live it and whatnot. But so he helped me write that. Through his publishing company, he coached me, he mentored me through the entire process. He made it so easy where all I had to do was to focus on writing. That was my only goal. He would say, hey, chapter 1, write chapter 1. As soon as I get done with chapter 1, I get a new note in our workflow thing. It's like write chapter 2. I'd write chapter 2, and so it was very organized. It was very structured.
Nice.
And through his publishing company, he handled the editing. All I had to do was accept or decline the edits. He handled the formatting. He even handled, like, there was a process of even choosing what you wanted your book cover to look like.
Oh, wow.
Like, I had to go to a library and take pictures of book covers I liked and book covers I didn't like, and write why I liked them and why I didn't like them. And throughout that process, it really helped narrow down the book cover that you see now. And it's perfect, because it went through just a couple of changes right there at the end, but it's how I envisioned it in my head.
Right.
So he is a publishing company who cares about your vision in your book, but he'll also push you when you get stuck, because it's easy to feel stuck and discourage yourself while you're in the process of writing a book.
Right. So he also acts as a coach. He coach you and
100%.
mentor you through the entire process.
Yes, and that is actually available in the packaging that he offers on his website, tmmpublishing.com. So I encourage anybody who especially if God has told you to write a book, you feel that unction to write a book, and it would be disobedient for you not to write a book. Like, if God told you, Joey, write a book, and you're like, okay, and you just don't write a book, that's not being obedient.
Right.
So not saying that you have to go do my brother's publishing company, but you have to write a book, because that's what God is asking you.
Right.
He's allowed you to walk through things that nobody else has, but he wants your story to affect the network of people that you have around him, and that he places that book into. So my goal is to get my book, Have Not Failed, into the hands of every person who needs encouragement, especially if they're sick, if they have those questions, if they're disabled, if they're anything of that sort. I want them to leave feeling like God still has a plan for them, that they were not a mistake,
Right.
that they wasn't an oops in God's in God's sight. Like, God designed them to be that way. And even though that's hard to hear, like, why would God make something that doesn't seem to be perfect, to our standards? But it's like, no, God created you. He created me. He created you in his likeness. He created me in his likeness. And God will use what he created to get to get the message he needs to get across through your life, as long as you give him the glory. And it's easy to give glory to the complaining, to the worrying, to the everything else. But when you take all that and give it to God, there's so much power in it.
Awesome. So awesome. Yeah, it reminds me of the blind man. When
Blind
Jesus,
Bartimaeus.
no, but the thing was the other blind man that Jesus spit on the floor.
Sitting up and spit in the mud.
The white Todd. Right. Did you just spit in my eye? Right. So when you read that scripture, and I don't have it off the top of my head, but when you see the disciples or the people that are around him, they pretty much are like, oh, Jesus, what did his parents do, or what did his ancestors do that he was born this way? And Jesus pretty much is like, it had nothing to do with his ancestors,
Right, yeah.
or anybody. It has to do with the fact that I'm going to get the glory from this.
Yeah.
I will be glorified through his healing, through his process of his sickness.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome that you talk about that, and how trusting God, and how God also has trusted us to be in certain situations and go through certain things so that he can be glorified. So
And like the story of Lazarus.
Yeah.
As you know, Jesus, he's somewhere else at the time where Lazarus passed away. And they wonder, like, the disciples are asking Jesus basically why he waited so long. And he's just so that they will see that when he does that miracle of that resurrection, so that they can see it with their eyes. So all along, I know Jesus knew that he was going to heal Lazarus. He was going to raise him from the dead. But the disciples needed to see, everybody else needed to see and witness that he could, that is what he can do it. So he clearly explains that is why he allowed it to happen that way.
Right.
And the same thing in your life. Why he has allowed these things to happen that way is on purpose. And it's so that he will be glorified. But that's only if we give him the glory, if we allow him to have that, to receive the glory out of it.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you something else, because obviously you know that today's show is called "Where's Your Wife?" Right?
Where is she?
No, you don't know where your wife is?
No, I haven't seen her since this morning.
Well, I was asking the same thing to myself. I'm like, bro, like, I haven't got a text message, a call, like a beeper, nothing.
Feel wanted.
So I don't know. Like, it's weird, because we actually been trying to figure out, like, what happened?
He knows what she's at. She's asleep.
Yeah, she's asleep. Well, the whole thing is that we've been trying to figure out how we got here. And then from there, like, we kind of had an idea how we got here. But then we were like, okay, where are our wives at?
Right.
You know, what role do they play in this whole process? So my question to you, my friend, is where your wife at? What role did she play through this process? You know, how important is her role in your life for this book, for this to happen?
Her role for this book to happen was very much so in there. I actually wrote this book. The dedication to this book is to my wife, because she's been, especially throughout the last year, she's been dealing with a lot of health complications. That's kind of shifted the way like our marriage looks, shifted the way that our day-to-day looks, because she can't really trust her own body to behave every day. Every day it seems to be like she doesn't know what version she's going to wake up with of this particular thing that she's dealing with. And I wrote this book to encourage her, like not to let it stop her, because I've seen how discouraging it is to her, because she wants to do more. Her body just physically won't let her. Right. She goes into these crazy spins, almost like it's vertigo, and it'll just be like she'll wake up with it, or it'll be on set or something of that sort. So you can imagine always feeling like, you know, like you're dizzy, like, you know, the world is spinning around you. So she's literally taking one day at a time, and she's an incredibly amazing and strong woman, because, you know, she's not really even able to trust her own body and take care of herself, but she still takes care of our kids. She still takes care of me. And all the while not feeling well doing it. And, you know, so it's amazing that she has that strength. But I wrote this book to encourage her, because I knew she was going to read it. My wife reads my books.
Awesome.
So you can testify that after that book, you know, your marriage went to a different level. Your relationship with her went to a different level.
Honestly, I can't put my finger on what shifted, but it shifted when I wrote this book, 100%, like 150%. I'm just about to ask her, like, Shreya, what happened? Like, something shifted so much, like even in our marriage. And anytime you do something from the Lord, the enemy finds a place to attack you. And he'll choose your family, he'll choose your marriage, he'll choose anything he can get his hands on.
Oh, yeah.
And for us, he chose, or for me especially, it was a mental attacks. And he actually, like, I was just having some strange thoughts that I shouldn't be having, you know, dealing with our marriage and stuff like that. And just some frustrations and stuff I was picking up out of nowhere. But I don't know what shifted, but something shifted so much in our marriage since I wrote this book. And in a good way, in the best way possible, actually. And she's doing more, which I think is amazing, because she was going 120% in what God had called her to do. Right. And then this sickness shows up, and it just boom, it just kind of knocks her flat out, and it almost immobilizing her. But now, you know, even yesterday I walked into her room, and she's back to going to schooling for what she wants to do. She wants to be a biblical counselor. And, you know, I see her with the computer open, taking notes and doing what she needs to do. And that's huge, because that's what she was doing before all this stuff happened. And the reason why I wrote this book was like, no, yes, you're not going to feel well while doing it. Yes, the pain is still there. The pain is real. The struggle is real. But God, he is with you. He'll give you that strength. And as you're contending and praying for your healing, you can still live life. Oh, yeah. It might not be easy, but you can still live life, and God will get the glory out of it.
No, it's so awesome to have our brother Josh McKinney here with us. Amazing worship leader, amazing musician, songwriter, artist, music artist, and now also an author. Man, knowing you and your wife, your family, even your children, you know, the gifting that God has put over you guys is amazing, right? You guys bless a ton of people. You know, and it doesn't end here. This guy does more than just, you know, write music. Oh, yeah. Right? I mean, write books. He writes music and produces music. I want you to kind of take some time. Let us know where we can find the book, Have Not Failed. And then also tell us about some other services that maybe people that are watching could use and benefit from.
Okay. Yeah, and thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. So Have Not Failed, you can search it on Amazon. So that's the easiest way to get the book to you, because they'll ship it, they do all that kind of stuff. But it's called Have Not Failed by Joshua McCain. So as long as you type that in, you'll see the book. You'll also see a song, because I wrote this book off of a song. that I wrote as well. So that's how I got the title for the book. I would say that. But if you search "Have Not Failed" by Joshua McCain, it'll pop up on Amazon. It's already on Kindle as well. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can do all that kind of fun stuff there as well. The audiobook will be out soon. I'll be honest, the audiobook is coming out, but I'm not a great reader, so you're gonna get the best I can. But the audiobook,
you gonna have some singing moments in it.
I do actually. I threw it in there because I was like, I gotta have something else. They're gonna be like.
So it's actually your voice. It's not like an AI thing.
I sing this a little bit in there.
It's you.
Because I'll talk about some songs.
No auto-tune, right? No auto-tune, just
no. And that's the scary part too.
Oh.
I didn't treat it at all. No waves.
Is it raw?
Just
Joshua
raw
McCain.
audio.
Just reading the book.
Probably hearing. No, but yeah. So the
R.I.P. the Fat Man School. We're Brooklyn.
Yeah. So
Oh
again,
God.
Have Not Failed. It is a book to encourage those that are going through a battle, especially in their health. So if you know anybody who is currently going through a battle with their health, or something they were born with, or they have a family member, or they have a coworker, this book, they will. And I'm only saying this because of the testimonies I've gotten from other people who've read it, who've wrote it, who's read it. Wow.
Hey, this is unscripted.
Right. Well, you wrote it and read it, so
yeah, a few times actually. But I want this book to get to them, to encourage them, one, not to give up, two, to trust in God. Which is like, I forgot to even talk about the shirts, but yeah, I'll make these shirts with it as well. To say, trust in God, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, which it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not in your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path.
So we can get the merch in the same place?
You can't get the merch in the same place yet, but it is coming soon. I have so many shirts on me available. If you would like one, if you will reach out on my social media, Joshua McCain Music on Instagram, Joshua McCain on Facebook. You'll see my picture and everything else. You can just reach out, DM me, say either you want a shirt. I can tell you how much it's going to be. We'll work all that out. I'll ship it to you. If you want a book, a signed copy of your book, I would love to sign your copy of the book. That the same exact way as well. So obviously you get it off of Amazon. It's not going to be a signed copy. But I love just writing, not only signing it, but writing little notes for those who are going to. In the signing process, I always ask, is this book for you or is this book for somebody else?
Right.
Because I want it to be personal. Like I want, when they open up the book, they say their name, like, Susie, trust in God. And like already that book is personal because I'm talking to them. I want them to know that the Lord is with them, even in their pain, even in their struggle. It didn't come by surprise that you were that way, that this was going to show up in your life. God knows all. He knows you before you were knitted in your mother's womb. So, yeah, Amazon.com, Have Not Failed by Joshua McCain. The best way to get it. Or just DM me on my social medias, and I will reach out and we can go back and forth and figure out how to get that to you. Especially if you want a signed copy or a shirt. I do have I have from smalls up to 3Xs.
There you go.
I thought about my stature.
You see? Hey, if we reach out, I would say like, what, 1,000 views on this show, on this episode?
Yeah, with the celebrity we have, definitely.
There you go. If we minimum, if we hit 1,000 views for we're gonna do a random thing. Let's say for example like that, 1,000 views, and the last subscriber, we're gonna ship you a shirt. It's gonna be signed.
A signed shirt?
Yeah. In the back or something like that. We figure it out.
Yeah.
We print your signature and then we
print your
Cricket it on there.
Yeah. we make it happen.
Well, you got a cricket, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we can make it happen. Yeah, we can make it happen. 1,000, more than 1,000 views, and then if we reach out right now, I don't even know where we at, but
subscribers.
Yeah,
we're at 153.
Okay, so if we reach out to 200, the subscriber 200 after this video, it has to be linked to this video. So subscriber 200, and if we reach more than 1,000 views, we're gonna send out a shirt.
So share.
Yeah. There you go. So this is the thing. Listen, because this is, I know I get it. It's a lot of information, good content. I know you guys want to hear more about the book and hear more about Josh and his journey about worship, music, ministry, book. There's more. If you actually want to hear more about this and about him, you can actually tune in to Spotify and Apple Music. We have the audio version of this. It's extended, it's longer. We go deep into the book, deep into like his life. And there's a lot of information in there that is going to like minister to you and help you out through your journey. Of course, you need to buy the book to understand everything that we're talking about.
Right.
Because if you go in there and just listen to that, nothing is going to happen. The magic, the sauce is going to happen. It's going to be like complete when you see when you buy the book, when you buy the book and listen to our show on Spotify and Apple Music.
Absolutely. It's been an honor. It's an honor to have you here, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And have you on the show. Obviously, we've been graced with you on the radio, and then we've been graced with you here. And for everybody that watches the show, obviously we have two different platforms with sometimes two different purposes in the sense of one's a little more comedic, one's a little more free for certain reasons, and the other one, obviously, we try to edify a little more on the radio and stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, like Geo said, check us out. Check us out and check out my brother Josh. Your wife's got a ministry as well, right? Find me at his feet, and she does things from clothing to other things and ministering. So yeah, man, this is a guy that you want to know about, a guy you want to get to hear about.
Absolutely.
Get the book, find out more about his story, and it'll bless you. It'll definitely bless you.
I mean, it has blessed us.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, right? How ministry starts in your own home, in your four walls.
Yeah.
Because you wrote the book, literally you knew that your wife was going through stuff.
Yeah.
And by you writing that book, by you being obedient to God's word, she was delivered, she was healed.
Yeah.
And now you both are raising up.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We should write a book though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my wife?
Yeah. We should like get the information and reach out and write a book.
Yeah.
That would be great though. That would be great.
It would.
Yeah. I will mention my wife. Will you?
I would.
Yeah.
Just in hopes that she actually, at least read the dedication.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you write a kid's book, she might read it.
Yeah. True for our daughter.
Yeah, to your daughter.
There's Daddy.
Oh, mi gente, but no, thank you one more time for contacting us, for reaching out and be faithful with us in there. Also, remember, we in the radio. So if you want to have a good experience with music, go ahead and reach out to vibraradio.net. You can go in there and listen to us every Wednesday. At what time?
7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern time. 7 p.m. is when the show releases. 10 p.m. is the replay. So if you tune in late or you just missed it or, you're just a late bird, then tune in 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday on vibraradio.fm.
Absolutely. And go ahead and hit that smash that button, the like button right there.
You see, hit that smack.
Yeah, hit that smack. That snack. Whoa. No, hey.
Well, I don't know. Go find the one.
Yeah.
Go find the one.
I need to find her. No, man, go ahead and smash the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So every time that we bring like hot content, like that sauce, well, it's not hot anymore, but
no, it's not hot.
I mean, it might be.
It hasn't even been cooked yet.
But it might be though. Like where you got that sauce from?
From downstairs.
You see, that thing is like. Never mind me, gente. But go ahead and subscribe, share. Let other people get blessed with this content. I mean, who doesn't like a good laugh, right?
Absolutely.
Have a good time. Learn.
Enjoy the Lord.
Grow. Joy of the Lord. You want to sing that song? You want to dismiss us singing that song?
The joy of the Lord.
The joy of the Lord.
Which one? There's like 10 of them.
I don't know. Whichever brings you more joy.
The joy of the Lord is my strength. Oh, He is my home. The joy of the Lord is my strength.
There you go, mi gente. Gloria a Dios.
Go ahead and just lift your hands in worship.
There you go. So I think we're gonna miss the flight.
We're gonna miss it?
Yeah. So we should go to the time machine and disappear from here.
All right,
yeah. Let's go. Come on, man.
In the closet.
Yeah. Come on. We have to get out of here. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, no!